So here's what I meant when I said the people side of change. Is this a change for my daughter compared to what she must have created in her mind about what the masters in US would look like? Do you think that's a change in her mind? Yes, no.
Yes.
Yes, we all agree, right? She was excited. There'll be parties. She'll be meeting kids from across the world. She'll be on the campus. There'll be an air around it. So she had all plans, a couple of months before. She's a foodie. So she had made a list of the restaurants she'll go to, the food she'd want to eat, right down from the coffee here to the dinner there to a Michelin star restaurant, all of that kind of stuff. Now, I need to be mindful about the emotions that she is going through. Go back to the first point I made. Change has a loss to us also. There's a certain loss she's going through. There's this loss of opportunity, there's a loss of competence, there's a loss of relationships. There are multiple losses she's going through. If I don't understand that well, if I'm not able to navigate that well with her, I might be able to provide her all the operational and structural support. I might not be able to be with her in the emotional side of change journey. Am I making sense there, guys? Are you all with me there? Yes, no. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Gautam, I just want to mention, I think in such a situation, it's a big disappointment because suddenly it's like nothing has changed. You're still in the same place. You're just sitting in front of a computer and talking to some different people. So dealing with that, which is again a matter of your perception and your mindset, can make all the difference in feeling good or feeling bad.
Absolutely. Now, let me make that in real life, in the corporate world, it's much more complex than that.
True.
Let me just make a very narrow slice here. Here, the choice that she did online was hers and hers alone. NYU had been more than helpful, and they had said, if you want to even take a 1 semester gap, if you want to even take an entire year gap and come back next year, but she had chosen to do it. Now, assume if NYU had insisted that you have to do the course online while my daughter wanted to take a year's gap and say, this is not worth it. Would the emotions have been even more complex and more difficult to navigate?
Certainly.
Now, those are the challenges that typically happen in an organization, because when change is imposed in an organization, most of the time, all the people don't buy it. So our special guest today, Tarun, who's the CEO of Zydus Wellness, I'm sort of going to really pick him up on the Zydus Wellness and the Heinz merger, because Heinz is a pure MNC getting merged with a pure promoter-driven organization. People didn't have a choice. See it from the same lens. This change was made at the topmost level. And people in their mind would be wondering, as I was just talking to him a few days back and talking to him, and we were saying, what would be happening to the culture? Which would be the culture? Heinz, Zydus. What will happen to the pastries? What will happen to the designations? Can you imagine what are the kind of emotions that must be running? What are the fears and the anxieties that are running in the minds? Now, if at that point of time, as change leaders, if we are not sensitive to this, we lose the game, set, match.